Hey everyone! So there's this new online gaming platform called NK Games Web, and it's been making some serious waves. But let's be real, the market is packed. So can it actually hang with the big dogs? We're about to find out.
Think about it. The online gaming world is just jam-packed. You've got your titans, your little indie platforms, and pretty much everything in between. So when a newcomer like NK Games Web pops up, it's got to do something pretty special to even get noticed. Their big promise? Easy, instant fun, right from your browser. No fuss.
And that really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Is this thing just another flash in the pan, or could it be the real deal for those of us who just want to play without the hassle? We're going to dig into everything, the games, the performance, the security, to see if it's really worth your time.
All right, so first things first, what even is NK Games Web?
At its heart, NK Games Web is all about convenience. It's a website, plain and simple, not some big app you have to install. That means no waiting for downloads, and it's not going to eat up all your precious hard drive space. It's really aimed at folks who game on their laptops or phones and just want to jump into a game, whether you've got 5 minutes or a couple of hours. Okay, let's get to the good stuff. The part that really matters for any gamer, the games themselves. A platform can have all the bells and whistles in the world, right? But if the games are lame, nobody's sticking around. So what's on the menu?
Whoa. Okay, right off the bat, that number is pretty impressive. Over 500 games? That's not some tiny, curated little collection. This is a massive library, and it tells you they're serious about giving you options.
And it's not just quantity over quality either. The variety is huge. You've got your fast-paced action and shooter games, some seriously brain-teasing puzzles, and even those deep empire-building strategy games. What's cool is they've also teamed up with indie developers, so you can find some unique gems you won't see anywhere else. Oh, and they've got their own exclusive title, a retro adventure called Pixel Quest.
Now, the experience of actually using the site is just as important as the games, right? And honestly, NK Games keeps it super clean and simple. The layout is bright, pages load in a snap, and finding a game you want to play is a total breeze. They've also put some real thought into accessibility, which is awesome to see. We're talking options for low vision users and support for screen readers. It's just a really well-designed, user-friendly setup. And getting started? It's ridiculously fast. It literally takes less than a minute. You just pop in your email, pick a password, and boom, you're playing. This really hammers home their whole philosophy of getting you into the action with zero friction.
Okay, let's talk tech. A huge game library is great, but it doesn't mean a thing if the games are laggy or the servers are always crashing. So, how does NK Games Web actually hold up under pressure? Does it run well?
So the numbers here are actually pretty solid. That 99% server uptime, that basically means the site is almost always up and ready to go when you are. Now for casual games, that latency of around 50 milliseconds is perfect. You're not going to notice a thing. For the more competitive, twitchy games, yeah, 80 milliseconds might be noticeable if you're a hardcore pro player, but for most of us, it's still totally playable. And this whole idea of accessibility carries over to compatibility, too. The platform works on all the major browsers, Chrome, Firefox, Edge, and on any OS, whether it's Windows, Mac, or Linux. But here's the kicker. It runs on basic laptops with just 4 gigs of RAM. That means you don't need some beast of a gaming rig to play. That opens the door to a huge audience.
All right, so we know it works well, but can you trust it? And is it just you playing alone, or is there a social scene? In this part, we're diving into 2 super important things, safety and community.
And look, they take security seriously here. Your login is protected with standard SSL encryption. More importantly, you can, and you absolutely should, turn on 2-factor authentication for that extra layer of protection. I was also really impressed to see responsible gaming tools. These let you set limits on how much you deposit, which helps you make sure you're playing safely. If you do decide to spend a little cash, the process is really straightforward. They take all the usual suspects, credit cards, PayPal, even crypto. The minimum deposit is just $5, which makes it super low risk if you just want to try out some of the premium stuff. And I love this, the fee structure is totally transparent. That's always a good sign. Now, the community side of things is surprisingly strong. They've got over 10,000 members in their official Discord. That tells you that NK Games isn't just a website you go to play games on. It's becoming a real hub where players can actually connect with each other. And it's not just Discord, you've got in-game chat, guilds you can join, and even weekly tournaments with actual prizes. It's all designed to build that sense of community. Plus, and this is a big one, if you ever run into a problem, they have 24/7 live chat support with an average wait time of less than 2 minutes. That's really reassuring. Okay, we've looked at the games, the performance, the security, and the community. Now it's time to put it all together and answer that big question we started with. What's the final verdict?
When you break it down, the strengths are super clear. A massive game library, no downloads, it works on almost any machine, and the security is top-notch. On the flip side, the weaknesses are also there. You might get some latency in competitive games, and it doesn't have as many esports options as the giant platforms. Plus, the social tools are good, but they're not quite as polished as dedicated apps like Discord itself.
So, here's our final take. NK Games Web is a fantastic choice for the right person. If you're a beginner, a casual fan, or just someone who wants to jump into a game without any fuss, this platform is a huge win. We'd absolutely recommend it. It really, truly delivers on that promise of no fuss, fun.
And if you do decide to check it out, here are 5 quick tips to get you started. First, turn on 2FA right away. Seriously, just do it. Second, definitely check out the Indie Picks section. It's loaded with hidden gems. Third, set some deposit limits early on, just to play responsibly. Fourth, join the Discord. It's the best way to hear about events. And a little pro tip, clearing your browser cache once a week can really help keep everything running smooth and reduce lag. Which kind of leaves us with one last thought. In a world full of massive downloads and super expensive hardware, maybe, just maybe, this simple, super accessible, browser-based approach is exactly what the future of everyday gaming looks like. What do you guys think?